Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm here to talk about why ETFs are going to make you rich, and in particular this one ETF is going to make you filthy rich. So if you do enjoy this video, be sure to smash the subscribe button, also like the video. That really helps push it in the algorithm. Want to help out as many people as I can, and let's get right into it. So ETFs are a very powerful investing tool. You can see here on the right, I'm invested into some single stocks, and that's been going okay for me. You see in the past year, returned around 75%, so I can't complain. But ETFs are the safest option when it comes to investing in the stock market. So let's take a look at which one we're going to invest in. This is called SCHG. This is the Schwab US Large Cap Growth ETF. This ETF returns on average per year 16.53% since inception. Not too shabby when it comes to ETFs, to say the least. We see that it also only has an expense ratio of 0.04. These are two factors to take, into account very often when you're investing in ETFs. Those are the two most important things. We take a look at a very popular ETF, SPY. Let's compare it and see how this one's done. We see that this one, since inception, has returned 10.6%. Still good, especially compounding annually. That's great. But their expense ratio is also 0.09, so it's more than double the other one. I mean, at the end of the day, these expense ratios are all crazy low. Not much at all, but I mean, you may as well squeeze out as much as you can, Why not? But we see that the S&P 500 is returning a very good amount, but the SCHG is doing even better. So SCHG with this, I mean, you see they're mostly tech. They do have a little bit of everything. That's what makes it an ETF. If you guys don't know, an ETF is essentially a lot of pieces of bigger stocks. So you see it's 11% Nvidia, 9% Microsoft. Like, for example, if Nvidia goes up 100%, I'm only going to get 10% of that, because that's how much the ETF has, or I'm only going to get 11.23% gain, and then whatever the other stocks do. But also, if Nvidia goes bankrupt tomorrow, I'm only going to lose 11% instead of all my money. So that's the thing. ETFs are less risky, and they have track records. They have pretty reputable and predictable track records of what they're going to do. So that's why ETFs could be better than single stocks and are known for being better. So I wanted to go through the stock calculator with you guys. I'll link it down below, or actually it's literally just calculator.net/investment-calculator.html. Starting amount, let's say we're starting with $0. You literally have nothing in your stock market account. You invest in SCHG, you're returning 16.53% a year. I've done this before. I made videos on this before, but I feel like nobody understands this. I mean, it's just like insane. If you guys made it to this point in the video, I mean, just watch. I mean, it's literally insane. Let's say you're investing for 45 years. You start when you're 20, which is the perfect time to start. Let's say you literally only invest $100 a month. That's it. Just $100 at the beginning of every month. Once you're 20 till you retire, you'd have $7 million when you retire. This is just free money. This is just money that, I mean, you're wasting money by not investing it in this. You invested $54,000 in total, and you have $7.6 million at the end. I mean, I just don't know how else you can get returns like this, because $100 a month is nothing. I mean, it's not nothing. It's definitely something. I wouldn't mind an extra $100 a month. I'm sure everyone wouldn't. But at the same time, I mean, you can also spare $100, because there's so many things you can do to save $100 more a month. Like maybe, not go out to eat one or two times because you're going out to get dinner. So you can just stop doing that, once or twice a month, or even just work do Uber Eats or DoorDash for like 2 or 3 nights out of the month. Like one time a week, do Uber Eats or DoorDash for a few hours, and you'd probably make $100. And that's the difference between, I mean, 45 years is a long time, but I mean, if you're working at like a corporate job or have your own business, or you're going down that path, you're probably going to start making more money eventually. Then you'll have that extra $100. And then that's where things get crazy. If this $100 turns into $1,000, let's say you have a good job, you're making, I don't know, $8,000 a month. You take 1,000 of that, not a big portion. 77 million. I mean, guys, honestly, there's not more I can do with this calculator. You guys can plug numbers in yourself, but it's just insane. The higher the return percentage, obviously, the better it's going to be. But we see like even if it is SPY, which is around there, that's 77 million. It's still 10 million, not as much as 77 million, but still, having $10 million is something that doesn't hurt, to say the least. But also, time is very much on your side because you see you have 10 million right now with 45 years. If you take this down to only just 30 years, just you're taking off 15 years, is 10 million is only 2 million. So that 15 years granted you, 5x what you have at 30 years. So in 15 years, you 5x'd your amount that you have at 30 years. So if you're not investing an insane amount of, additional contributions, you're probably going to have to, speed up or take time on your side. And then another thing that I love to look at on this is, let's say you have a kid, a newborn, you just had a kid, they're just born, very recently, and when they're 18, you want to give them some money because why not? That's what my parents did for me. They had a savings account. It wasn't in stocks. It was in a high yield savings account. Actually, I don't think it was in that either, but this is, I'm trying to educate and spread the gospel here of finance. So let's say you're starting with $0. You have $0. Take $100 a month, and then you put it in an account. You put it in the stock market. When they're 18, they'll have $116,000. That's college tuition. That's a down payment on a house. That's a very nice car. Hopefully that they don't do that. Maybe they keep investing. Maybe they keep that train going until they're 65. I mean, if they do that, then nobody in your bloodline is ever going to have to work again. And you see, that's just from time. That's literally just from time. That's how powerful time is, because 65 years, you have 160 million. Let's take this down to 60 years only, just 5 years less. That 160 million gets cut in more than half just from 5 years. Just from 5 years, that gets cut in more than half. So that shows you how powerful it is. And then you just add just 5 years. You make it 70 years. Now you have 353 million. So time is really important in this scenario because time is what weighs so heavily on the returns and on how much money you're making. I mean, oh my gosh, the fact that your additional contribution is 84,000, which is a lot of money, but over a 70-year period, and you're making 350 million, that's insanity. And I mean, this is, I don't think that this is going to return. I mean, I honestly don't think it's going to return 16.5% for the next 70 years. I think it might do 20%, it might do 10%. I don't know. But 70 years, but 70 years is a long time. So anything can happen in the economy. I mean, we can have an economic crisis. There could be a crash. There could be a housing market bubble. I mean, anything can happen. I think the AI bubble is happening right now with CapEx. I mean, that's a whole nother video. But this is a really good ETF. So if I had to give you guys my, I have top 2 ETFs, it would be this one, SCHG. Definitely one of my favorites. My favorite personally. And then VOO. Another one of my favorites right here. This is a very, talked about ETF. This is a popular one. This is one that's a lot of people's favorites. We see a lot of technology in this one too. We see it's also returned around, 14.7%. And this one's a little bit more diversified as, it's not only, SCHG isn't only technology, but I love SCHG's business model. I mean, you just can't beat that. You're buying the biggest companies in the world that are doing the best. Why would everyone not do that? I mean, it's just, it's a smart thing. But we see that this one only has an expense ratio of 0.03. So 0.01 less than SCHG, which is great. I think this has the lowest expense ratio for an ETF in the stock market, if I'm not mistaken. But with that expense ratio, you're paying for, the rebalancing of all these stocks in here that are actually in the ETF itself. You're paying for someone managing that. So someone at Vanguard, or Vanguard themselves, is managing this ETF. Same thing with Charles Schwab. For the SCHG, you're paying that 0.04% every single year because Charles Schwab is managing this ETF. They're adding, they're taking away to all these stocks. They're doing things behind the scene that are helping you make money long term. So that's why SCHG is my favorite ETF when it comes to those kind of stocks, because single stocks are great. I do it because, I enjoy the game. I enjoy reading the financial statements. I enjoy looking at the balance sheets, making those bold predictions. That's just the point I'm at right now. That's what I like to do. But I think long-term ETFs are definitely the move. I'm going to transition about 50% of my portfolio into SCHG here as time goes on. Very soon here, I'm probably going to switch over. So just full transparency. I mean, that's what I like to do with you guys. I'm very transparent with the portfolio. We're at almost $23,000. It's looking great. You guys see the portfolio every single video. We make daily videos here. Every single day I'm going to have a new video. Either it's going to be about something like this, maybe a ticker symbol, you know, a new stock I'm buying, a stock I'm selling. I just want to have you guys as part of the community and know what I'm buying, selling, what I'm doing, where my head's at in the stock market, because I think it's very powerful to create a community. This is an interesting time in the stock market because we're up. It's green, but it looks a little choppy. It seems like a move is going to happen. Okay, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but let's just check the S&P. Let's just see. Let's go to year to date, because it is green. It's very green year to date, 11%. But it seems like a move is going to happen. We're either going to jump up or jump down. It just, for some reason, I have that feeling. I don't know what it is, but just something about me feels that way. So total guess again, but could be like that. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for today's video. If you did enjoy, be sure to smash the like button. It really helps me out. If you gained some valuable information or you learned anything in this video, saw the multitudes of numbers you can make from small investments, be sure to smash that. Also subscribe to the channel, more daily content every single day. And then yeah, I'm going to link this investment calculator down below, guys. Feel free to play with it. Put in a starting amount. Say you're starting with $10,000. Let's say you're fortunate in the financial realm, or not 100,000. Let's do 10,000. That's a little bit more realistic. And then let's say that this is over. Let's say you're 30 right now. You have 35 years. You invest into SCHG, and you're investing $2,000 a month because you have a great job and a lot of dispensable income. And then at the end, you'd have 35 million. So there's a lot of things you can do with this investing calculator. Make it unique to your situation, your point in life, and I think that it's really going to help you with some guidance. It's definitely helped me a lot, see where my investing goals and where I want to be at certain points in time. So I definitely use that a lot. It's helped me out a lot, and it's definitely a good way to visualize what is really possible, because when you are making these small investments over and over again, it feels like it's nothing. I can say that from experience. I've invested, $100 a month at the beginning, and it feels like you're just chipping away really, really slowly at a big goal. But you get there eventually. It's the multitudes start coming, you see the bigger numbers, and things get better and easier, and that $100 investment every single month, that $200 investment turns into $500. Or your $200 investment, you're still making the $200 investment, but the numbers in your portfolio are reading a little bit higher because of that compounding annual growth rate in the ETF, the stock, whatever you're investing in. So that's all I have for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.